Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Montana Jones. I'm with the homeless ministry. And basically, the homeless ministry is a pretty simple thing. What we do is we have food, and normally it's bologna sandwiches and water, and we put them in coolers, and we take them downtown to Court Square Park, and we feed the homeless people there. But really, the food is not the heart of our ministry. We just use the food as a contact point to really start to build relationships with the homeless people, and really start to get one-on-one with them and start just loving on them. And once we begin to do that and they begin to see that we care about them as people, they begin to open up. When they open up to us, we begin to realize that these people, many of them are in bondage to so many things, to addictions, to depression, and really Satan has them deceived that they feel so trapped in their situation that they can't get out. And that's where the heart of homeless ministry starts, is after we've built these relationships, we begin to share within the love of Jesus Christ, and that he has a freedom for them, that he can set them free from anything they have. And after we've built these relationships with them, I can look into some of their eyes. I can look into a guy's eyes who's been on the street for 40 years, and I can tell him God has a plan for his life. And, we don't tell them, if you come to know the Lord, you're going to get off the streets, because we don't know if that's God's will for their life. But we can honestly share with them the love of Jesus Christ, and that Christ has a life for them that is true satisfaction, and that they can find contentment where they're at. Our heart of the homeless ministry is to love on these people and to show them that we care, and most importantly, that Jesus Christ cares for them.
How's it going? My name's Philip. Just wanted to communicate some stuff going on that's kind of come together with some refugee families that are down in the Binghamton area here in Memphis. Basically, it all came together with one of our own, a girl named Mary Hummerhouse, who was involved with an opportunity camp with some refugee girls, and we've had the opportunity to kind of build some relationships with these some families down there, and the Lord just kind of brought it together. They kind of just said, well, why don't we do something about it? And so basically, Lord just kind of brought it together at the right time. We've just, over the last month and a half, we've been able to build some trust with this one family in particular, a Muslim family that is from Yemen. The mother speaks very little English, and she has 8 kids, works part-time, barely scraping by, even with help from the government. So basically, the Lord's just kind of shown us, hey, it's time to take some action. Starting this Saturday, the 17th, we're meeting down at the View at 10 o'clock, going, and we're asking people to donate some things for the family, any kind of furniture, ceiling fans, clothes for boys in between the ages of 3 and 17, girls ages of 10 and 11. They can't wear shorts because of their religious reasons, but basically we're just trying to meet some physical needs to this family, and their apartment is absolutely just filthy. So basically we're ready to go and just kind of clean up their apartment and just love on them, show them that there are people that do care about them, that do care for them. And basically, what a lot of us are starting to realize is what Christ has called us to, which is a life outside of ourselves. Paul talks about in Romans chapter 12 about offering our bodies as a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable to God. Basically, giving our life to God, allowing Him to use us how He wants to use us. Christ talks about in Matthew, or throughout the gospel. In Luke 9:23, he talks about anyone who desires to come after me must deny himself, take up his cross daily, and follow me. You think about what happened on the cross. Death happened on the cross, and He's calling us to take up our cross daily and to follow Him. You look at Christ, and He didn't have a big house and cars, and He didn't even have a house. Truly look at it. We have to examine our lives and ask ourselves, do we truly believe His words? Do we truly believe what He's called us to? And if we do, then it's time to rise up and to take His words for what they are, and to live it.
I am Jordan Kennemer. I'm a student at Rhodes College here in Memphis. And I am just so excited about what God's been doing on our campus. Rhodes is a pretty dark place, and I think what a lot of you guys have found, and some of you guys will find next year, is that most college campuses are. It's like we've been talking about, you get out of your parents' home, you get away from your parents making you go to church, and your parents supervising you all the time, and it's just a lot of people are getting their own mind and not following God in that, and we're just kind of making it our priority to get with those people. The Lord really just completely changed my heart and sparked a movement that I just don't even know how to explain it. It's been so cool to see God not only like change our hearts, but make our hearts start racing for Him. And it's just been the coolest deal to get to be a part of it. And I really feel like my place at Rhodes is just to be a servant and to be a light in that dark place. That's something that I'm fully capable of doing. It's something that doesn't change my life all that much. You know, really, it makes it a little more enjoyable. I get to talk to people and just be a smiling face on campus, and somebody that if anybody ever needs to talk or pray or anything, that they can come to me. And it's just been really cool the past few months, the relationships that I've built with people on campus, and how when anybody needs anything, I know that there are a lot of people that they can really count on me. And it's not that they can count on me, it's that they can count on the Lord. I'm super pumped about taking it back, taking all the stuff we've done this summer and all the lessons that the Lord has taught us, and the love that He's given me and the growth that He's given me, and taking that back onto my campus in the fall. I'm real excited about that.
Hey guys, I'm Tommy Fillinger, and the Lord just kind of started to lay on a bunch of our hearts, just kind of a spirit of unity. We've been walking through Philippians 2, and in verse 2 it talks about just being of one mind and maintaining the same love, and united in one spirit, and intent on one purpose. And so we've been planning a deal with a unity prayer service for the college, several college ministries in the city, and we just feel like this is the stepping stone. This is the starting block for revival. We want to come together as one and really just have the Spirit, ask the Lord to just meet us in where we're at, and just really we want the Spirit to just come down and just transform our hearts and transform our lives into being radical Christians. I feel like with prayer, it's the most important thing, but then we can't do it. It's the only thing we can do. Because everything's done through prayer. It's the most powerful thing, and it's the only thing we can do. I believe this prayer service is really a time for all these churches to come together as one body. And I think sometimes we, as churches, think that the body is the believers in our separate churches and our individual churches. And I really believe the Lord has called us to unity within the city of Memphis and even the entire country and the world of believers, and that's our body. And so what we're going to be doing is just we're going to be praying over the city of Memphis, and just pray that the Lord would radically change our hearts toward the city of Memphis.
I can look into a guy's eyes who's been on the street for 40 years, and I can tell him God has a plan for his life.
It's time to rise up and to take His words for what they are, and to live it.
All the lessons that the Lord has taught us, and the love that He's given me and the growth that He's given me, and taking that back onto my campus in the fall.
We love God more, we'll start loving people more. And when we start loving people more, then we'll start loving Memphis more, and wanting a radical change in that. I'm Tommy Fillinger, and this is a movement.
I'm Jordan Kennemer, and this is a movement.
My name is Philip Gibson, and this is a movement. Come on with it.
I'm Montana Jones, and this is a movement.